Hello, my name is Waylon Lewis, and every week we'll bring you a new podcast with Elephant Journal.
Hey all. So I wanted to do a video on right speech, the Buddhist notion of right speech during such kind of divisive, hateful times. There's a lot of different ideas people have, like, the kind of cliche grandma aphorism, like if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything. I definitely don't agree with that. I think from a Buddhist point of view, we need to be honest. We need to not be harmful in our speech, but we need to be able to be frank. And in fact, the Buddhist notion of immediate compassion would lead us to hopefully remember that allowing hate or lies or prejudice or violent speech to go unanswered or not related to in any way is actually harmful. So our approach at Elephant Journal on our main Facebook page, where we have millions of fans, I think we have like 11 million fans on all of our Facebook pages. If you go to Elephant Journal on Facebook, which you can do or not, please find us on Blue Sky or our newsletter. Those are the ways I encourage. You'll see that, we're putting up caring things about our planet, about our country, about democracy every single day. And we're talking about news that is divisive. And sometimes people call us divisive. And, I think on some level that's fair. I always say it's not divisive to call out divisiveness, however. It's not divisive to relay facts of what is happening. It's not divisive to care about those facts with empathy or with hopefully insight, clear seeing, and to share about them and to say, hey, let's take action before it's too late. So I think the right speech approach to the Trump era is never let hate go unanswered. Never let prejudice be ignored. Never allow, the platforming of intolerance. Some of you may know the intolerance paradox, which is, often liberals are guilty of being tolerant, right? Tolerant. We're okay with this, we're okay with that. It is not healthy to be tolerant of intolerance. If you're tolerant of intolerance, intolerance takes over, and then there is no room for tolerance. And I'm sick of saying that word. So we have to be intolerant of intolerance. We have to not allow it. So on Elephant, if there's a hateful comment, I might ignore it if no one's seeing it. But I'm pretty much going to answer it with some facts. I may be unpleasant, but I'm not going to try to be rude. I'm not trying to soapbox to my fans and make someone feel awful. I'm actually kind of hoping they can learn. I will say shame on people if they're being hateful or prejudiced, but I still want them to learn. And I'm fine to be disagreeable or to disagree. At worst, if there's clearly no room for dialogue or learning or listening, I will block them. There's no, we're fine to lose fans, which we are every single day on Facebook. We're also gaining them. But I'm happy to lose fans who are just there to hate on people who look or act or whatever differently, who don't care about others. Elon Musk, it's worth reading the longer quote, but he said, empathy is the weakness of Western civilization. Then he goes crying around on the news shows saying, why do people not like me? What, does he want empathy? So now is a time for resistance, not resistance out of aggression, but resistance out of caring for our planet, for our democracy, for our basic rights. And if anyone needs me to list what is happening, you need to pay attention more. I just had a long talk with a professor here at Naropa who's teaching Afrofuturism and other classes. And yeah, the list is staggering of basic democratic principles and rights that are being undone every day. Today alone, Trump is, trying to kill the Department of Education. It's unconstitutional, it's un-American. He's not allowed to do that with an executive order, but he's trying, nevertheless. So please care. Please enjoy Elephant Community on Blue Sky and at our newsletter. You can find us here or on Elephant Journal on Facebook. But it's important to take action. So I think the main message, again, of Right Livelihood, and we'll put this video on YouTube, etc., or of Right Speech, is don't be afraid to be disagreeable, to disagree, to present facts, to present empathy. Don't feel like you have to just be nice. Ultimately, as someone is reminding me, Cory Booker, who we've interviewed on this show, says empathy or compassion are our superpowers. So use your empathy and your compassion, but empathy and compassion can be married to insight, kind of cutting prajna in Buddhism that discriminates not against people, but between bullshit and lies and hate and greed and what is wholesome and helpful and honest.